respawn. The only place where the orb respawns is in the middle. So when you start off on a plate, your silent protection will go down and you're eventually going to run out. So the goal of this encounter, basically the whole time, we're going to be doing a lot of switching. So we're going to have two teams of three. We're going to have a team on the left and a team on the right. And the team of three on the left will basically keep switching around with each other, making sure that we always have the buff, and same with the team on the right. So if we have me, Hank, and Dodge will be on the left team, and then we'll have Mystery, Wallu, and Jess on the right team. Now, what's going to happen is basically, I'll just use my team as an example here. So we would have Hank starting off at this top left plate, and Dodge starting off at the bottom left plate. And when the encounter starts, everyone would jump on their plate and begin. Now, obviously, you need to stay on your plate at all times, so they will just be standing there. Now, I begin as the floater. So what that means is I'm not standing on the plate, so I grab the buff from the middle to get a full 50 stacks. I then go to the top left plate to swap out with Hank. So what I do is as soon as I get there, basically he can swap out with me and then he becomes the floater. So it's now his job to swap with our other teammate, which in this example is Dodge. So what he has to do is first of all, he has to go to middle to replenish his buff, and then he goes to where Dodge is and swaps out with Dodge. And then Dodge needs to swap out with me. So he goes to middle, replenishes the buff, and guns to swap out with me. And we just repeat that whole thing. Once I swap out, I go to middle, go to Hank. When he swaps out, we just keep on swapping with each other so that you're never going to die on your plate because your silent protection runs out. And it's going to be the same with Mystery and his team. They will always just keep swapping with each other. So if you're ever swapped with, all you need to remember is that whatever plate you're coming from, you go to the middle and go to the other plate on your side. So if you're coming from bottom right, you go to top right. If you're coming from top, then you go to bottom. Just simple as that. Now, this encounter is pretty simple. All we're doing is staying on the plates and stuff like that until all four plates have lowered to this final position. There'll be a big dinging sound and we'll all say, okay, everyone run to middle. So once that's done, we're all going to head to middle here and we're going to stay by the sidelines. Now, what's going to happen here in the middle is that there are these other bars of soap. And this sounds a bit confusing, but during the encounter, there will be lamps there where the soaps are at the moment. And when this final part begins, the lamps are going to open up and we just need to destroy them. So once we're already in the middle, we're going to jump on the center plate because this allows us to shoot the lamps. We're going to get down a well from one of the warlocks, and then we're going to go ham on the lamps. So if you're using Xenophage, it will be really, really quick. Anything else, just make sure you're shooting them. And as soon as all 9 lamps are destroyed, so we've got 3 at the front here, 3 on the left and 3 on the right. Basically, as soon as they're all destroyed, that's it. That's the encounter. Done. So it's very, very easy, this one. It will be over before you know it. Just the hard part is just trying to survive on your own plate because those bathers are very deadly. So just make sure you're keeping an eye out on their spawn. Just throw a grenade on them, shotgun them, you should be fine. And then when you get swapped out with, just remember, go to mid, get the buff, and then go to the opposite teammate to let them get the buff. And that's all we're going to be doing in this encounter. Now, one small little detail is that when you go to middle, it might start getting overrun by ads. So just as like kind of like a payment for the orb in the middle, just kill a few ads so that there's not many crowding you so that you die when you jump in there. And one more thing, the orb is only for one person, so if both the left and the right side floater try and jump into the orb at the same time, only one of them will grab it. So either just let the one person go first, or if you both jump in at the same time, just check if you actually got it, because if you go and swap out with someone and you've only got like 10 stacks left, that's going to cost us. So just keep an eye out. But yeah, this encounter is very simple, so we'll just give it a go in a second. So if we just get some call-outs to where everyone will be, so we'll have Hank on top left and Dodge on bottom left, and then Mystery, if you go to the top right plate, and we'll have Wallu on the back right plate, and then me and Jess will start off as our floaters. So for now, you guys will just stand next to your plate, don't jump on it just yet. You can just jump on one of the blocks to the side of it so you don't die. And what me and Jess are going to do is just get ready to grab the buff and swap with you. And then in a minute, we'll say 3, 2, 1, jump. And that just means we all jump on our plates and start the encounter. Right, Jess, have you grabbed your buff? Alright, there you go. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And coming to you, Hank. Right, you can go, Hank. Thank you.
Alright, swap.
Yes, that's
Right, coming your way, Hank. Alright, feel free to swap out. Right, everyone head to middle, but don't jump in just yet. I'm gonna stay by the sidelines here. And Jess, if you get the first well down. Right, let's go. Right, so start shooting these lamps once you're in middle. Add clear supers, you may want to help kill some of the bathers here, but we should be fine. To be honest. Yeah, easy shot. Well done.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Very easy
Alright.
encounter, this one. Into the gauntlet.
It took me a second to realise I
Mob
wasn't
justice.
actually standing on the fucking plate. Ugh.
sled back.
Submachine gun. Well, that was easy.
Yeah, most of the encounters in this raid are easy. Gauntlet is a little bit more challenging, but it's not too bad. Okay, 2 seconds.
Going at the parkour one.
Yes, yeah, the fun one. Okay, so we're just going to quickly stand on these plates here, I think. Let me just make sure I'm not giving the wrong one. Yeah, okay. Right, so there are a few plates here, so Hank's got that one, yep, yep. We have one person on that plate there. And then... I think there's one more somewhere. Ah, there you go. Right, it's over this way. So what we're doing here is we're venturing into the underbelly of the Leviathan instead of going back to the Castellium, because what you usually are meant to do is you're meant to just complete that whole key phase all over again for each time encounter, but we can just skip it and go run straight to the next encounter if you know the route. So have fun on this bit.
Oh,
Guardian down.
Okay, this is Stumpy. No, fuck this. I'm not too bad at jumping normally. No.
You suck, man. Back the duck.
There you go. Right,
Sweet.
let's head on. Yeah, this next encounter is probably the harder one of the 3 main encounters before the boss fight, but hard is not too bad for this raid. Oh, as our lever, not over this way. Okay.
Oh, so
You guys
just
can
lead
stay
us
over
in
by
the
that door.
fucking way.
No, we're going through that door.
I just fucking slid over the top of it. I think I must have like landed on someone's head.
Oh yeah, Jess, what did you do in school today?
Fuck you.
Yeah, what did you even do? Were you there the whole day today? Or was it another half day?
No, it's always a half day. I'm never there.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too bad then.
Get the fuck out of the way.
I was just waiting for everyone. We're still in the same room as fucking Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah, the rooms aren't changing, man.
Oh, you're gonna become his best friend soon.
Alright, just because you want to be best friends with him.
I'm alright, thanks. Alright, here we go. Onwards to the next one. So while we're here, we might as well just quickly talk weapons for this one. So for this one, you'll want something with a bit of constant fire. So something like an auto rifle or an SMG, maybe a pulse rifle if you have to, something like that. You'll want a good heavy that can kill ads. So either, you know, a sword or Zenithade or anything like that works well. And then also probably a shotgun too, just because, you know, ag clear. The only thing you really need here is just your constant fire weapon. Everything else just ag clear.
I just don't want a fucking auto rifle.
Super wise, all ag clear supers, there's no DPS or anything like that. Jess, would you like to solo a side or not?
Yes, I can solo aside.
Okay. Alright. So once you guys have all rallied up on that, just come over to me and then I'll quickly explain this next encounter. Right. So the first thing I just want to quickly talk about here is there are 4 symbols that we're just going to have to quickly get to know. So above us here we have the cup or chalice, depending on what you want to call it. Then to our right we have axes, and to our left we have sun, and then over around the other sides we have dog. So we have cup, sun, dog and axe. Those are our 4 pretty easy to remember symbols. Now basically these are the 4 different sides to the gauntlet, and we're going to be split again into 2 groups of 3. So to keep it consistent, we'll have me, Dodge and Hank on team 1, and Mystery, Jess and Wallu on team 2. Now in each team, each person will have a different job. So I'll just quickly give them out. Wallu, what do you want to do? I don't mind.
Oh, I'm easy.
Okay. So you can just go on plate then, and we'll have Jess on punch, and then we'll have Mystery. Do you like parkour or nah?
Yeah, it's alright.
Okay, right. You can be on the running duty. Hank or Dodge, who would like to be the parkour guy?
I don't mind.
Okay, right. We'll put you on there, Hank then. Right. So we'll have Hank as the runner, we'll have Dodge as the plate, and me as the punch.
Listen,
So basically, you've all got your different jobs now,
it's my loadout.
and we have 2 runners, which is Mystery and Hank, and we have a plate person, which is Dodge. So I'm going to quickly explain the runner's job, Dodge, and then I'll get to what you're going to be doing. So each team of 3 is going to be situated on a certain symbol. So we're going to have Hank, Dodge, and me over on the cup. We're the cup team, and then we've got the other team. They're the dogs team. So
Shit.
everything that I'm about to explain, Mystery, you'd be doing over on the dog side, but it's the exact same. There's no difference. Now what's going to happen is that once all of the ads are cleared on all sides, and I'll get to that later, pretty simple, basically the runner, you've got to look out for this special orb that spawns in here. It will always spawn in below your symbol, so for dogs it'll be the same wherever the dog symbol is here. Now this orb allows you to enter the gauntlet as the runner, so you would both pick up the orbs and you would be teleported
Oh,
to this
shit.
outer area here. It's all good. Now, in this outer area, you'll be able to see that there is this 3x3 grid of blue circles. Now, what's going to happen is when you're in there, one of these circles is going to be red, and you need to call out what row this red circle's on. So, if it's on the top right, you would call out top. If it's one of the middle ones, you call out middle. And if it's one of the bottom ones, you call out bottom. Pretty simple. So, and you also need to make sure that you call out the symbol too. Now, the symbol you can actually see above these circles. So a call out that would be successful would sound something like this. So Hank would say, okay, we have cup middle, something like that. Mystery could say, okay,
Fucking
we have
brilliant.
dog
That's
top.
that's how
We want to
classic
hear the
it
call
would
outs
be.
like that. Now, what you're basically doing is you're communicating to the rest of the team. So Hank will be talking to me and Dodge, and Mystery will be talking to Wallu and Jess. And I'll get to what that actually does when I get there for Dodge. But for now, you just call out what row you see and the symbol. Now, once you've called out symbol and then row, basically the barrier will go down and you've got to jump through that red circle to collect this orb, and then you keep running around the gauntlet. So, for example, Hank would run round to axes, and then he would do a call out for axes, and Mystery would run round to sun. You always run around clockwise. So, a full run for Hank would look like cup,
I've never
then
understood
axe,
how
then dog,
people
and then
like
sun,
have
and
made
then a full
themselves go
run for
flying
Mystery
off
would
this
look
and
like
stuff. I
dog,
can just
sun,
never seem
cup,
to do
and
it.
axe. Basically, all runners will go to all four different
fuck.
symbols, and each one you'll hear cup top, axe bottom, dog middle, sun middle, something like that. Just make sure that you call out for each symbol. Now, as soon as you do that final one, you run forward to a finish line, and it will teleport you back out here, and then with the orb that you've got holding, you just run it into the middle and dunk it into this centerpiece. And that's it. That's how the runner job works. It's very fun. Each round we do this because we are doing this for 3 rounds. The running gets a little bit harder on the second round because there are going to be missing platforms and stuff. So just make sure you don't fall. But it's pretty simple. Just running around, doing some call outs. Just make sure you can be heard.
I just can't seem to do it,
Now,
man.
for me and Dodge and Jess and Wallow, we've got
Like,
a
with
different job
everything
that we
I'm
need to worry about.
good
So Dodge
with
will
this
always
game,
be
and
the
this is like
person
the
standing on
one
the
thing
plate.
that
So what I
I'm
mean by that
absolute
is
dog
one
shit at. Never got why I can never do this. Fucking slip and slide shit, man. Oh, that's not good. My phone's on 10%. Fuck. Alright, let's try this again and see if I can actually go flying. Fuck! Really, man? Listen, I can bang out fucking raids until the day I die, but I cannot do this slip and slide. I'm so shit. Like, the one thing I just can't do in this game. It's just shit when I do it. Like, I've seen people going, like, flying all the way up, like, there. I just fall through the middle, man. What is going on? Honestly. Right, I would rather do a solo King's Fall than do this slip and slide. Oh, oh my days. Right, there we go. See, how did I not get up there? How did I not get up there? I fucking vaulted. I vaulted on that. Oh, I'm just bad, man. Like, that is my biggest failure at this entire game, is this slip and slide. Like, it just automatically makes my ability at this game invalid. Because I can't do a slip and slide. Fuck's sake, man. I mean, I've never done it with a hunter or a titan, so you know, we've got like we main warlocks all the fucking way. We don't half-ass this shit. Like warlocks own. Fuck off. Ah. I'm actually gonna go and cry in the corner. Why can I not do that jump? It's a major rip in the chat, man. Fuck it, I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I can't do the slip and slide. It's official. I can't do it.
Phases of this, after we've got the runners through 3 different rounds, basically we will all run into middle, and on this final part, basically it's a little bit of fun. We're all going to teleport into the gauntlet, and we all need to jump through some circles to collect some more orbs. Now, I'll explain that part when we get there, because I don't want to just add a bunch of other stuff that you need to remember now. It's pretty easy, it's very simple. So once we get there, I'll explain it, but for now, we just want to work on getting there first, so completing 3 rounds of this thing. So just focus on your own jobs. Make sure, if you're the runner, as soon as the encounter gives the orb out, you go and grab it, because if you don't grab that orb in time, it just wipes us. So make sure you're there ready to pick up the orb for runners, and call out symbol, then row. And then for the plate person, standing on plate, shooting highest, and then rotating. Very, very easy. Now, just for ad clear, just for the start of the encounter, we'll have Hank and Dodge clearing ads on the cup so that they're ready in position. I'll be clearing the ads on axes, and then we'll have Wallu and Mystery clearing ads on dogs so that they're in the correct place, and then Wallu will be on plate. And then we have Jess clearing the ads on the sun, where she will then rotate over. So if we all just get to our correct sides, and then once we're all ready, we'll give it a go.
You see when the orb spawns in
Yes.
that gold circle, I pick it up. Then how do I get into the
It
jumping
just
thing?
teleports you. It just
Okay.
teleports you once you pick it up. That's what teleports. Right. And whenever you guys are ready, just stand on that plate over on dogs. We need to just lower down all the different plates, and then that's it. Cool. Right, get ready to kill some ads. So there's going to be some legionaries, there's going to be some scions, and there's also going to be a centurion.
Alright, Dodge, keep an eye out in case I don't spot the orb.
I fucking hate this.
Once
raid,
all
it's
4
so
centurions die, that's when the orb and that will spawn in.
Okay.
Yeah, for now, Dodge, you don't need to be standing on the plate. Right, here we go, centurions are out. Right, and now we start getting in position. So orb, plate, and here we go. Right, Hank, whenever you're ready.
Bottom.
Dog top.
There you go. And run forward. Just make sure you call out the symbol first and then the row, Hank, yeah?
Oh, right.
Just so we know what we're listening for. Right, onwards.
Axe is bottom.
Center top.
Dog middle.
Gut bottom.
Sun middle.
Axe top.
Nice, well done, guys. So just run them through to the finish line and then dunk your orb into the middle.
Very straightforward.
Yeah, very simple.
Alright. Then I go to...
Wow, I was muted that entire time. I mean, I talked to myself about once, it's fine. I'm just like, oh, I hate how laggy this raid is. It's like prepared for like the most laggiest raid in the entire game.
Yeah, you say that every time we do Leviathan.
Yeah, I know, because it's a fucking piece of shit raid.
Oh, hello, Hank. Do you want to go over to Cup side? Oh, you two both here. Yeah, go over to cup side over there.
I thought we went clockwise.
Oh no, it's the start of the encounter again. We're just rinse and repeating now. So clear ads at the beginning and then there we go. It's all good. Alright, Centurion should be out.
Oh, get fucked. Like he's dead.
Right, and here we go.
Cut middle.
Dog bottom.
Axis bomb.
Sun bottom.
Dog middle.
Cup top.
Sun bomb.
Axe middle.
Nice, there you go. Now, while you're dunking in middle, because this will be the final round now, so I'm just going to quickly go over what happens when we finish the final round. All that's going to happen is we're all, again, going to group up in middle and pick up an orb each to teleport us all into the gauntlet. All we're going to be doing is running through those sets of circles again. But this time, in each set of circles, there are going to be different orbs to replenish our timer so that we all don't explode. So the way we do it with the 4 sets is we kind of alternate. So team 1, which is me, Dodge and Hank, we pick up the orbs in the first and the third set of circles, and then we let the second team pick up orbs in the second and fourth set. This is so we're alternating so that we're not all hogging the orbs and then we all die at some point. But you'll understand that once we get there. But that's, again, a pretty simple path. Centurion should be out, and then one more go. Oh yeah, plates start going up and down there.
Cut middle.
Dog bottom.
Oh.
Sorry.
Axe middle.
Spin bottom.
Dog middle.
Cup top.
Fuck. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I shot the wrong one. I shot the right one. Why did I second guess myself? I'm fucking intelligent, man. What am I doing?
Big brain.
Sun top.
Axis top.
Nice. Right, well done, guys. So we're gonna just head to middle now.
Do you know what it is? Because I usually shoot the top one. So when he said top and then I just mindlessly shot one, I was like, what the fuck? I did it wrong. It's fine.
Right, here we go, guys. So everyone needs to pick up an orb here or we're gonna wipe. So we've got the first and the third set on our team, so we basically need to call out what orb. So I'm going to grab the top mid, and then the other 2 teammates will call out what one. So you guys go ahead. Cool. There we go. So now on this next set, our team will miss this one, and then Jess and Mystery and Wally will call out.
Bottom middle.
Top left.
Right, be careful, the floor is going to lower now, just be careful. Right, now it's us again. I've got top right.
So, bottom middle.
And then we miss again, and it's Jess's team on the time.
Bottom right.
Why have I died then?
Unlucky, it's alright. We only need 3 people to survive here.
What did I do wrong?
Left, middle.
You were too slow, basically.
Oh, great.
So good. Alright, there we go.
Put your warlock on A-team ability. Put it on A-team ability.
Jess, no one wants to run an 80 mobility warlock. Alright, well done guys, really well done. Alright, over to Axe's side for
So,
your
man,
loot.
you're just salty because I outrun your Titan.
Alright, I see how it is. You're salty because Titans outperformed every class in Guardian games.
Nobody gave a fuck about Guardian games. It was a bunch of bounties.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, you're just jealous. Salt, salt, salt. Right, come onto the elevator once you're ready, and we'll move on to the next one.
I need to get my phone charger. Listen, man, don't violate me for only being rank 118. It's not very nice.
No one's violating you for that.
Consider, yes, they are.
Well, that's basically a noob
Consider
value.
that
Noob
unacceptable
value.
behaviour.
Yeah, I'm over 300.
Oh my god,
I
Wally.
will have all my zero mods remove you from the chat. It's not nice to bully people.
Oh, you are streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't realise you were streaming. Who's in the chat?
Proper and quarter again.
Oh, of course it's proper. Hunters the shit. Oh, sorry for the hunters here. I do like you.
Oh, my heart.
It's okay, you're more useful in this raid than other raids. Right, we're just going the opposite way in front of
Not
us.
really, though, are they?
I'm trying to give him a little bit of...
Kick him!
Why the fuck? I don't want to talk about it.
Let me have a look at your stream, Jess.
Yes, give
Kick
me an
handed.
extra.
Ah.
Alright, so where
listen
do we
here,
go, eh?
Chopper. Just forward here.
Yeah, fuck you, Michael. I'll show up in the rain.
Blood for the blood god. Right, so just clear out all these ads for now, and then we'll get into the encounter. And hey, proper, I don't have a salad today. I had fish and chips. Proper British meal.
Oh, I had a fucking bacon sandwich, mate.
Even better. Right, so we're just going to put down the rally flag and talk about weapons. So weapons-wise for this encounter, make sure you have your whirlwind blade swords on for this one. You'll probably want a shotgun, but literally you're only going to be using your sword once and then it's done. Add clear supers, feel free, or anything that gives you a damage buff, that kind of helps too. So if warlocks really wanted to run well, they could. I like running my melting point as a titan. Feel free to run what you like. Hunters, Celestial Nighthawk works very well here, just to kill your dog.
I've got a confession, I don't like fish.
Oh.
Yeah. I hate seafood. I'll eat the fucking chips, I won't eat the fish. Actually, I might make an exception for bad fish. Maybe.
So you don't like sushi?
I mean, I've eaten
Oh, sushi's
sushi.
nasty. Raw fish, nah.
Sushi's alright, I don't know. I just think of like fish and I'm just like sick in my mouth. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. So for this one, it's going to be the easiest one that we've done so far. I know, even more easier than the previous ones. So we're basically, first of all, going to put you guys into two groups. We're going to have a team of 2 and a team of 4. Now, if one of you 3 that's never done the raid before, one of you becomes a brave volunteer to learn the crystal job, I don't mind.
I'll do it.
Cool. Okay, Hank again. And then we got the rest of us on the
That
other
wasn't me.
team.
It wasn't
Oh,
me.
who was it?
No,
Yeah, it
sorry.
wasn't me.
Sorry,
Mystery.
mystery. There we
So
go.
all
Yeah,
the
no problem.
English
Still learning
accents
your
were just
voices.
getting fucked by
I know, man. Right, so we got Mystery and Jess on the Crystal team, and then we got the rest of you guys on the Berry team. Now, for now, I'm just going to quickly explain to Mystery what he needs to do, and then I'll get to the rest of us. What have they said?
talking mad shit for someone in Chaos Reach distance.
Yeah. Right, so at the start of the encounter, Actually, you know what? Let's just go over this encounter and what the fuck it is. So in this encounter, there are going to be 6 special dogs that are going to be running around this lower area of the map. Now, it's kind of a stealth mission. Basically, the team of 4 are going to be going to different flowers to gain a damage boost for the whole team so that we can kill the dogs later. And the crystal holders are the ones that get the damage buff active. So basically, I'm in the berry team and I will be guiding you down in the underneath area, and Jess and Mystery will be calling out where we need to go. So first of all, I'm just going to quickly go over with Mystery and what he needs to do. So when the encounter starts, Mystery, you're going to grab this crystal and you're going to take it with you. Now, there are these different light pillars that you can see, and with the crystal, if you stand inside of a light pillar, you can shoot your crystal like a laser beam. I'll let you do that, just so you get a general idea. Now, the best place and where I want you to be standing is on top of this Kala statue where the light beam is here. This is because this place allows you to see all of the flowers, which is very good. So now I'm just going to quickly show you the flowers that you need to keep an eye on. Now, we do have specific callouts for them. So we have L1, L2, L3 in trees, and Jess, she'll be calling out R1, R2, R3 and caves. So I'm just going to quickly show you where they are. Now, in front of us, over there, we have the L1 flower. So if that one is glowing, you call out L1. Now, to the right of us down here, we've got the L2 flower. So if you see that one glowing, you call out L2. Then behind us here, we've got the L3. So if you see that glowing, call out L3. And then between the trees here, we have trees. So just call out trees if you see that one glowing. Now, the hardest one to hit here is L2. You kind of need to crouch to the side and then hit the main bud. But as long as you can do that, you should be fine. Now, what you're doing is you're basically telling us what flower is active. So me and the other guys, we're going to be running to that active flower. And as soon as you see all 4 of us grouped up on that flower, you shoot it and it activates a damage buff for us, and we're basically just going to stack up this damage buff throughout the entire encounter. Now, one more thing that you need to keep track of is that every time someone shoots a flower, so either you or Jess, a Cabal Centurion will spawn in from these 2 doors behind you, just one of them. So just all you got to do is when you destroy a flower or when you hear Jess destroy a flower, turn around, look for the Cabal and then shoot it, and then dead. Pretty simple. Now, other than that, that's pretty much it for your job, but just make sure you're kind of guiding us around where we need to go, and be careful of the dogs, because if you get seen by the dog, then you will cause us to have to run away. But you standing up here, you can't get seen, so you should be fine if you just chill here. Now, for the rest of you guys, you've got a very, very simple job. So when the encounter begins, this little hatch is going to open up and we're going to drop down. Now, in this lower area, there are going to be 4 berries and we're just going to pick up 1 each. Now, the way this part works is we're doing the stealth mission, walking around the underneath area, going to each different flower and making sure that the dogs do not see us. So we need to just keep an eye out for the dogs and be very slow. So there are a few rules that you need to follow here. The most important rule is always follow and stay behind me. I never want to see you in front of me, because for one instance I could be hiding around a corner and then one of you goes in front and then triggers a dog, or you won't know where to go, for example. So just keep on following me and then we should be fine. The second rule is very important too. No sprinting, because if you sprint it kind of triggers the dogs and they start going a bit mental. So just walking slowly and then we should be able to get to the flowers very successfully. Another rule, just when we're getting to the flowers, just make sure we all group up on the flower. When we get to that part, you can go in front of me to get to the flower, and as soon as the flower is shot, then we carry on going in our order. So all we're doing is going to each different flower following me, making sure that we can get the damage buff for the team. Now, the final part of this encounter is when we think we've got enough of a damage boost, or when the dogs trigger and the wipe mechanic starts. During this wipe mechanic, we have to kill all 6 of the dogs. Now, realistically, when this used to be relevant, you may just have used to have damaged them and then hide and then do it all again, but because we're gods now, we can just one-shot the dogs no matter what. So I'm going to assign you guys to 1 dog each that you kill. So I'm just going to quickly go over their spots now. So Hank, I'm going to have you over on the R1 dog. Now, the R1 dog is just the one here. And if you ever got lost in the underneath area, look for the big Callus statue, and it's just to his right, just here. And then what we'll do is we'll have dodge. You're going to be on L1, so it's just the opposite side at the very back here. So just, if you get lost again, look for the Callus statue, and it's to his left. Right here, the dog should be here, and just kill it with your Whirlwind Blade sword. And then the rest of us goes as follows. So I'll grab R2, Waller if you get trees for us. And then the crystal holders are going to be the furthest back ones. So we got Mystery on L3 and Jess on R3. That way it's easier for them to get to there. And that's pretty much it. As soon as the white mechanic starts, we'll head over to our dogs and quickly kill them, and that's the encounter done. So a very simple one again. And once we're all ready, if we just group up on this hatch.
Wait,
and
which
then we
dog's
should be good to
mine? Are you talking about statues?
Is that Hank, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so you've just got the R1, so it's just right here. Yeah, by the dog statue. So there should be a dog there. Just come over with your sword and just kill it.
Okay.
Right. Wallaby. Ah, okay, cool. Right, whenever you're ready, just... Right, so everyone picks up one berry
That sounds
each.
like R1. Yeah, R1.
Oops, sorry. I'm sorry. Alright.
Mine is L2.
Cool, thank you. And group up by the flower. And there we go. So we're heading over to L2 now. Right, here we go. And group up. Nice. Right, oh, we've got trees straight away here,
Yeah.
so once you're ready, come shoot trees.
I believe it's
Nice, thank you.
caves.
Caves, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right, let's just, everyone go for DPS. So go to your dogs and kill.
Oh, shit.
So we got time. If you need help on your dog, just call it out.
Mine is dead.
Right, R2's dead.
One's dead.
Flower's dead.
I'm working on it. Go on.
There we go. Easy shit, guys.
And that's that, yeah?
Yeah, that's that. Now we move on to Cap. Ooh, Master
Wait.
Light.
This used to be harder, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Leviathan. You know.
More entertaining than I had anticipated.
Yeah, we got all the good weapons now, so.
Meet with me in person.
Yeah, you can do this with basically one buff.
Hmm.
As long as you're fucking quick.
What happens if you don't kill them quickly?
So they just wipe us there, basically.
Oh.
Usually what would happen is that back in the day you would damage them because you couldn't kill them in one phase, so you would damage them down really low, go back into the hatch so that you'd survive the wipe mechanic, and then you would redo the whole encounter again to get the damage buff and then finish them off. A little mechanic there, which is just a bit of useless knowledge now, is just when you kill a dog, it speeds up the timer in which they enrage. So you just usually you kill all the dogs or you don't. We're just gonna head over that way, Wally. Yeah, don't worry, Callus is a lot harder. I say that, we're probably gonna do it first try too, but you know.
Okay,
can't
so I
remember.
miss y'all.
Ah, okay, we just went back to the same place we did where we came from. I'll
Alright,
come back
so-
for you.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention on that.
That's right.
What's the hardest raid?
Hardest raid is probably Garden of Salvation. or Last Wish, depending on how you're feeling.
Last
Because
one's the
Garden
really
is the
long one.
relevant one. Yeah, Last Wish is the longer one, but then again, it's still very, it's a much easier. Garden of Salvation is shorter, but it's a lot harder because it's the relevant one at the moment.
I'd say it's between Crown and Garden.
Oh yeah, Crown can be a
No,
bitch
there's no
sometimes
way
too.
I'd rank Last Wish up there.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Well, really and truly, what kind of mechanics are there besides the whole door thing?
Mm,
There's not really,
yeah.
unless you're doing legit Riven. There's not much else.
Yeah, to be honest. Just gonna quickly activate the elevator over on this console.
I believe I remember my way around.
Don't worry, one day you'll figure it out.
Ow.
Yeah, but don't let that scare you off of Garden, because even then, you know, based on my Sherpas, they don't take that long too. Like, this raid probably going to take under 2 hours at this point. Garden,
Yeah, I didn't see that.
sorry, Garden usually takes just over 2 hours, under 3, depending on the team.
Mm. I mean, we want to get round to doing all of them at one point anyway,
Yeah,
so...
definitely. I mean, now I think you're a little bit more available after you finish that exam, so now you should...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just start putting you in for more. I think something that I'm about to do, so because we've basically Sherpa'd everyone, I'm now going to start doing the Sherpas a little bit differently. So I'm going to do one grouped raid and one difficult time raid. So just what I mean by that is someone with a difficult time zone a week. So that might help you too, because you're a grouped raid, because you're, you know, friends and that. You should be getting some raids a little bit more often. Or if you want the chance of getting into some raids earlier, just sign up to the events when you see that you can make them, and then that's some of the best ways to just hop in.
Right.
See you later, Wallo.
Fucking rounds out.
Yeah, that's the great super. Right, once we're ready, guys, come over to this door, and we should be good.
Wait, cutscene.
Thick boy.
What, you big chillin'?
Can my servants fetch you a beverage?
That's what your mum's gonna look like when we come out of quarantine.
Right. So this is one of the harder encounters. Well, this is the hardest encounter in the raid. So we're going to need some specific weapons for you guys. The first thing I'm going to do though is actually assign you guys to jobs so that I can actually tell you what weapons to use. So what we'll do is we'll have me, Dodge, and Hank will be in the Void Realm, and then we'll have Mystery, Wallu, and Jess in the Throne Realm. Now, for me, Hank, and Dodge, we'll want the Cold Heart on. That will allow us to do well. The other guys in the Throne Realm, you can go on to a better DPS weapon, maybe something like, what do you call it, Xenophage or Whisper, or a Sweet Business, sure. But feel free to run whatever other DPS weapon you like, because you're in the Throne Realm. So, you know, Xenophage, Whisper, Catalyst, stuff like that. Super-wise, we do need to start getting some specific ones in. So Warlocks and Titans will all run Bubble and Well, just so that we get a damage buff per plate. And then our Hunters can either go Celestial or Tether, depending on what you prefer. Realistically, it doesn't actually matter. Celestial for your big damage, Tether to help us all out. But, you know, it's up to you guys. Maybe actually Mystery, because you're one of the hunters inside Throne Realm, you go Tether, and Dodge you switch back to Celestial, because you won't be doing much. I've cleared Dodge, but Mystery we're doing a lot more.
So that's bottom or top to the...
Top tree, just so it's useful in DPS phase 2.
Oh, okay.
Gauntlet is easy. It's not hard in the slightest.
It's harder, changed my mind.
Sorry.
Gauntlet is harder in prestige mode, but in easy, it's not harder than
It,
Callus.
it's harder in the fact that you have to rely on other people.
Yeah. Yeah, in Prestige Gauntlet, everyone has to do every job, but you know, if you know your jobs, then
Yeah,
it's not
if
too
you've
bad.
if you've done every job, then you're fine, aren't we, Michael?
Hmm. Yes. Right.
Oh my god.
Once you guys are ready, just head a little bit forward, just so I know once you're ready
Right,
to
so I
listen.
need cold heart, and then what kind of heavy weapon do I need?
Heavy, feel free to run something that's good for DPS. I have a spike grenade launcher, but feel free to, you know, run whatever you like.
Stick on the Wendigo.
Oh, you got Wendigo. I still haven't got Wendigo, for fuck's sake, I need to get that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so in this encounter, basically, we're going to kill Callus, pretty simple. And we do have two different teams doing two different things. At the beginning of the encounter, there'll be a ton of ads that spawn in. We're just going to take them down. And once all the ads are dead, he will teleport us into the Void Realm. Now, for me, Hank and for me, sorry.
Dodge.
For me, Hank and Dodge, what we're going to be doing is just staying there like normal. I don't know, my mind just fucking blanked. And then Mystery, Wallow, and Jess, they need to go back into the throne realm. So in front of you guys, there'll be these three different orbs, and Mystery, Wallow, and Jess will need to jump through one each, and it just teleports them back into the throne realm. So just to keep it consistent, we'll have Mystery grabbing the left orb, Jess grabbing the middle orb, and Wallow grabbing the right orb. Now, first of all, I'm going to explain to Hank and Dodge what their jobs are, and then Mystery I'll get to you. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm going to explain to Mystery first, just because it's a little bit simpler. Now, Mystery, what you're going to be doing is once you get teleported back into the throne realm, you're basically going to be defending this area. So, as you picked up the left orb, you're going to stay on the left side and just clear some ads over there. Wallow's going to clear ads on right, and Jess is going to clear ads in middle. Now, what's going to happen is that there are these 4 plates around the area with symbols. So here we have the axe plate, we have the dog plate, then we have the sun, and then we have the cup. Now, in the encounter, when it begins, there will be these scions in protective bubbles that spawn in on each plate, and it will show off the symbol above them. Now, me, Hank, and Dodge, we're going to be doing a few callouts in the Void Realm. Basically, we're going to be calling out 3 different symbols, and the job of the people in the throne realm is to punch the symbol that we did not call. Now, most of the time, Jess will be doing this, but if you can work it out for yourself and you feel like, oh, I'm right next to Axis, it's Axis, go punch it. You know, it doesn't hurt. As long as you don't punch the wrong one, just make sure you listen out for the 3 symbols and punch the one that we didn't. So if we said cup, sun, dog, we would punch Axis. If we said sun, Axis, cup, someone would punch dog. Just stuff like that. Now, that will happen 4 times, so you're just clearing ads, listening out for the callouts, and killing the scions. Now, a little tip here, sometimes the ads can be a little bit deadly. Now, the scion bubbles that they spawn in, they're actually immune. So if you stand inside of the bubble with the scion, you can actually just hide away from all the damage. So if you're getting damaged a lot, jump into one of the scion bubbles, don't hurt the scion obviously, but just kind of stick there and you should be fine. Now, while you're in the throne realm, Callus will be summoning these like souls on you, so just keep an eye out and dodge away from them if you see them, but that's pretty common sense, they are quite scary. Now, what you're waiting for is you're waiting for Callus to finish with the scions. So once the scions disappear, that's when you know you're about to start the overshield phase. What's going to happen is that you and the rest of the team are going to group up at the back of the throne realm. Callus is going to stand up and gain this massive overshield, which you need to take down. Now, as Jess is your local warlock, she is going to put down a healing rift, because when he does this overshield phase, it will damage you over time. Now, what's going to happen is you need to take down the shield, but don't finish it. You need to take it down very, very low. The longer you leave up the overshield, the better. So what you usually do on the team is that you take it down all the way low, and then once your screen starts turning really, really bright for the wipe, you then quickly finish the shield off, and then that's great. And as soon as you finish the overshield off, we go into DPS phase, and I'll get to that part later. So all you're going to be doing, Mystery, is staying on the left side and defending, and then listening out for the callouts, and then punching the scion that we did not call. And that's it. And then when we get to the overshield part, I guess, stand in the well, take it down a little bit, or take it down almost all the way. And then when its screen goes really bright, then finish it off. But that's it for you. So it's very simple there. And then we move on to the Void Realm. So with me, Dodge, and Hank, we've got a different job. So when we get teleported into the Void Realm, we're just going to chill. Now we're going to see this massive callus head at the very back of the map. And what he's going to do is he's going to start pulling us forward. So there are these little air waves or these air walls that kind of stop us from getting pulled forward. And those are our saving graces. If we accidentally jump over these air waves, we get sucked forward and we just die. So we need to make sure we're behind these air waves. Now, on top of Callus's head, he has this kind of circle where for you a symbol will appear. So you need to call out this symbol. Now, we're just going to quickly call out where you're going to be standing to. So I'm going to be standing on the left. We're going to have Dodge in the middle and Hank on the right of the Void Realm. So we're just standing in a line. Me, left, Dodge, middle, Hank on the right. Now, this is the same order that we call out the symbol. So I will call out first, then Dodge will call out second, and then Hank will call out third. Now, once we call out all three symbols, it should sound something like cup, dog, sun. Then the people in the Void Realm will punch axes, I think. So we're just given the call outs for them in the Throne Realm to punch the correct scion. And punching the correct scion makes another airwave spawn in so that we're safe to move forward. Now, inside of the Void Realm, there will be some ramps and holes that if you go over when you get pulled forward, you will just jump straight over the airwave and you'll die. So you need to make sure that you're positioning yourself so that when you go over the airwave to the next one, you don't accidentally go over a hole or into a ramp. Now, there are three things that we're going to be doing in the Void Realm. The first thing is that we call out our symbols in our order. The second thing is that they're going to be these floating scions called projections. Now, we just have to shoot these. If they aren't killed, they wipe the team. So just shoot them like normal. And then on the third and final most important thing that you do is that there will be 3 normal scions that spawn in. Just a couple scions, and we need to kill them. The reason why they're so important to kill is that if they're not killed, they summon that void blast, which sends you up into the sky, and then you get knocked forward and you die. So please just make sure that you're being very careful of that. And we need to kill the scions ASAP. They're more important than projections. And you might think, why? Because if one person dies in the Void Realm, it's a wipe anyway. So it's better to have the whole team die than just one person. And the psionic projections, they take a long time to blow up too. So kill your scion first and then look at the projection. Now, the way we kill our scions is a bit special. So what we do is we do cross shooting. The way this works is basically, for me and Hank, we kill each other's scions. So I shoot the right scion and he shoots the left scion. And Dodge, you're just shooting the scion in front of you. The reason why we cross shoot is that you can't really see the scion in front of you for left and right because there'll be ramps. So you can see it from the opposite side. So me and Hank, we will cross shoot each other's scions so that we can get them down. But it's so important that you shoot the scion as soon as it spawns in. If you leave it for even a second, it could summon the void blast and then kill one of us. So just the way you do it is basically you look up at the symbol, you remember it in your head, and then aim straight in front of you or to your right/left to kill the scion. As soon as you kill the scion, then kill the projection in the air. And during that time, you'll call out your symbol. Just make sure that the scions are the priority. I'm going to drill that in. Scions are priority. Make sure you kill them. Now, once we get to the final airwave, Callus will stop pulling us forward. And what he's going to do is he's going to spit out all of these skulls. Now, these skulls, basically, we just need to destroy as many as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little rally barricade up so that we can reload. And this is when we get out our Cold Hearts. Cold Heart is very good at killing the skulls because it's a trace rifle. So you're just tracing the skulls, killing them all as quick as possible. The more skulls that we destroy, the higher our damage buff. We want to kill around 70 to 80 to 90 skulls, basically. So the more we kill, the better. And if we can get above 80, it's definitely a 1 phase. As soon as all the skulls are finished, we jump through these orbs and it teleports us back here. Now, just linking back to the Throne Realm team, the overshield that you leave up is basically linked to the skulls. So if you take down the overshield too early, it stops the skulls spawn. So after a while, when your Callus is about to wipe us, obviously you take down the overshield, which stops the skulls for us. But there is one important thing that I'm going to use, and this might be a little bit overkill, but it's good to use it. What we do is basically the skulls in the Void Realm, it works on a ratio. So if there are more people in the Void Realm compared to the Throne Realm, then more skulls spawn in. So if we can get a higher ratio, we can get more skulls for DPS phase, and this is a massive increase. So what we do is we have one person in the Throne Realm quickly kill themselves when the overshield phase starts or just before it, just so that there's a 3-to-2 ratio, so that we get way more skulls. And then this way we should get about 80 to 100 if we're lucky. So that way we will definitely one phase Callus. So what we'll just call out is that Wallu, because you're running sweet business, if you just quickly kill yourself, and then we'll have Jess and Mystery killing the overshield and just focusing on that. And then once they take down the overshield, we'll get the revive on Wallu, and then we should be good for DPS phase. So we'll have a lot of skulls in the Void Realm, so just make sure you destroy them as quick as possible, and then we should be good. Now for DPS phase, it's pretty simple. Basically, once the overshield is down, all 4 plates will activate with a DPS cycle. So when you take down the overshield, no one is to jump on any of the plates or even jump over them. If you do that, it will activate the DPS for that plate, and we basically wait. So just walk along the floor, and we're basically just going to group up by the top right plate. All we're going to do is wait for everyone to get ready, and then in a quick 3, 2, 1 jump, we're all going to jump on and start DPS phase. Now we'll have some wells, we'll have bubbles for the 4 different plates. We're just going to be shooting him in his head, and then basically throughout the DPS phases, he'll fire a massive attack at us, and when he does that, we just jump to the next plate to survive, and then we carry on killing him. So just to give a call out, we'll have Jess put down the first well on the first plate, I'll put down the bubble on the second plate, and then we'll have who's our other warlock? We've got
Me.
Hank on the third well for the third plate. No, sorry. We got I've scratched that. We got Wallu on the bubble for the third plate, and then we've got Hank for the fourth plate. But if we can get around 100 skulls, it will probably only take 2 plates. It's very simple. Just the hard part is getting to DPS phase in this encounter. The Void Realm is very finicky, so if we forget a Scion, we have to wipe. So we just have to be very careful there. But what I'm going to say is, let's just get into it and give it a go, because I think we should be fine. Because it's better
Can you
to learn as you
give
go.
call-outs as we go?
Yes, I definitely will. Yeah, it's not too bad. Just make sure that as soon as we get into Void Realm, we get on me on the left, Dodge in the middle, Hank on the right. Remember, I'm calling out, and then Dodge, and then Hank, in that order. And then remember, kill Scions and kill projections. That's all we got to do in the Void Realm. It's not too bad, trust me. It's not too bad. Don't panic. If we all just quickly group up by the top right, just so we can clear ads a little bit quicker, and then we should be good to go. So on this first part, we probably want to generate a few orbs here. Oh, we got flame darkness this week. Yeah, you're gonna have fun in the Throne Realm, guys.
Why?
Because you got the flame centurions this week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah,
So we're about to get teleported into the Void Realm, so remember, Mystery grabs the left orb, Jess grabs the middle, and Wallu grabs the right, and we're just going to position ourselves into left, middle, and right against this air wall here. Right, so if you look up at his head, you'll see the symbol. Sun.
Dog.
axe.
Go. Kill projection. And then we move forward. Right, so we got our Scion spawning in, so make sure we cross shoot and do the call outs. Right, we got Axe.
Dog.
Chalice.
Let's kill those projections.
For a while, just kept going. What's going on now?
You probably went over a ramp there. Right, let's just quickly wipe.
Not
this-
that bad.
No, it's fine, no worries. Just another thing I want to go over. I see that some of you are using SMGs in the Void Realm. It's probably best to switch to a Scout or Auto or Pulse, just so that it's a bit long range, so that you can use that to kill the scions. Because we want to kind of save our cold heart ammo for the skulls.
Okay.
And having a fast fire rate, something like an auto rifle, will help if you run out of cold heart ammo, because they're still good at destroying skulls. I like using Randy's throwing knife just because it's a bit long range, but feel free to run what you like.
I'll slap that on as well.
But yeah, no worries there. That part is difficult, so the more we do it, the more practice we'll get in.
When Daddy Callus steps on you, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw
man?
that. Come on. I think Proper's your biggest fan, to be honest. Oh, and Overquartz too. They're like your only fans, basically. Oh, we've got 6 viewers. Okay, that's a bit more. Right, here we go. Axe.
Sun.
Chalice.
There we go.
Oh fuck! I jumped again. My bad.
That's
My
fine.
bad.
It does pull you forward sometimes automatically. The best thing to do is position yourself at the start of the round, so that even if you do. Here we go.
How do I avoid
Axe.
Sun.
Chalice?
Yeah, basically, if you position yourself now so that you're ready to get pulled forward, just jump forward and just don't go over a ramp, basically. Sun.
Chalice.
Dog.
Nice, there you go, and we can move on. Nice sounds again, and symbols. Dog.
Axe.
Sun.
Right, we can move on. So this is the final one, no more symbols. We can just shoot the Sans in front of us this time. So left guess left, right guess right. Nice, and there we go. Right, so we just group up at the back of the map here. I'm going to put my rally barricade down with the skulls. So Wallow, if you kill yourself here,
Got skulls now.
and group up by Jess Mystery so that you can get that healing.
Mr. Don't shoot
Stop it,
too
stop,
much
stop,
there.
stop, stop, stop. Okay.
Yeah, remember Mystery, you don't take it
Oh,
down,
you don't
get
take
it
it
very
out,
low.
yeah.
That's okay, it's okay. Right, we're going to move in now through these orbs. Right, so just find some ammo if you can, guys, and then we're going to group up by the top right plate. Don't jump over any of the plates. Right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We've got first well down here. 74. I mean, that's still pretty good. We can give it a go with that.
Am I just gonna lag this entire fucking raid?
Right, stay here. Just gonna stick for now, even if he
Yeah.
goes immune, so he's gone immune now, so just wait here.
Yeah. Bridge spot on the chest now.
Right, move. We're going to the next plate. I'll get my bubble down here. Right, bubbles at the back. And there we go.
Thanks to whoever
Right,
just
Heather.
stunned him.
I just have it. Right, move. So we've got the next bubble down here. Nice. Ah, we should be able to finish him. Hey, well done, guys. It's a quick final stand, and then that's it. Oh fuck, he's still going. Bitch. GG, guys, well done.
Sweet.
Easy shit. Yeah, well done, guys. You done really well there.
Run out of ammo.
Turns out I could probably see what I was sniping if I had my fucking glasses on.
Oh, there's a robot. That's weird.
Oh, you'll love this next part.
Perhaps I'll show you how to grow fat from strength.
Just down here, Hank. You ready for the big plot twist? The best Destiny plot twist in your entire life.
Sorry, this came out with a base game. What are you talking about?
Okay, everyone was shook when they opened this door.
Bruh, what?
Dun, dun, dun.
That's better weird.
A little fun fact here: as you
Ooh,
progress through
contact
Eater of
ship.
Worlds, which is the next raid in like the order, you actually get teleported back to this room at the end, and there's actually less callous robots. So because we're just killing them all the time, they're running out.
That's cool.
Right, I'll take us back to the tower. Yeah, good job, guys.
Cheers.
Oh,
Don't forget the announcement today.
How could you forget the announcement?
I know, I forgot it the other day.
How
Sorry for Scourge.
disgraceful.
How disgraceful! Can't even do my job right.
Yeah.
Right, nice. Yeah, good job, guys. We've done that really fast. Let's have a look. Hasn't come up yet, but
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come up.
I reckon that was what, an hour 30? Or hour? Yeah, because we started a little later, didn't we? So I would say hour 30, which is probably a new record for us. Let's have a look. Raid report. Oh, that 1 hour 21. Oh, that's speedrun
Oh, it
material.
actually came up.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Nice.
That's definitely our fastest.
Oh, look
Leviathan.
look who fucking carried you through that.
What did you do?
What do you mean, what did I do?
Oh, KD, okay.
No. Who the fuck is at the top of the leaderboard here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you looking?
Oh, we've got
Raid
it. It's
report.
in our clan chat at the moment. Oh, you're
Yeah.
looking at raid report too?
Yeah, I always look at raid report.
Oh, I didn't realise it shows you in that. I guess you're clicking on it, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am. Why would I not click on it? Fuck.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, when did we have a 1 hour 18? When was that? That was ages ago.
Yeah, but was
Fuck.
that 1 hour 18 a Sherpa, or was that
Yeah, it was a
when we used to
sherpa.
do it? Oh, is it?
Yeah, that was with Tim and Monkey. Do you remember that one? I remember a little bit of it. I can't really.
A bit.
A bit. Well, it's still very fast, Jesus. Yeah, well done on your 145 kills, Jess.
Yeah, you're welcome, you're welcome.
Oh, I bet the Almighty is. Oh wait, it's not fucking sunny, is it? Oh, fuck's sake.
Rip in the chat.
That's the best thing to do in this game. Have a look at the sun. Oh my god! Right, Jess, I saw the funniest Titan today. I think it was Deepid. You remember playing with him? So he customizes Titan, right? The funniest Titan I've ever seen, right? So he's using the new ornaments this season, and you know what? I'm actually gonna buy them just because I find it so funny the way he used this set. Oh wait, it's silver. Can you not buy it with dust? Wait, I think you can, right?